it kind of flatlines.
Kidding. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. Today we have our good friend Aaron with us, who, if you guys remember, also owns the old blue S14 we had at the shop. Today we are going to be doing LED light bars for headlights.
Yep.
Bought the whole kit. Where'd you get this from?
Amazon. 30
Amazon.
bucks.
Wow. That's pretty good.
30 bucks.
We're going to be doing that today. And then we also have a customer coming in who's going to be getting full air ride install on her Audi TT, airlift to be exact. We're waiting for her to get in, and then also you guys are going to be with us today as we do this install. So stay tuned. So first step for this is take the covers off, obviously.
Take the covers off and disconnect the headlight motors. This one didn't work, so it's already disconnected. This one still works, so it was just winking.
And then next is to take the bulb out, or should I say the whole headlight since it's glass. And then from there decide how low basically you want the headlight to sit with the light bar in it. And then from there just wire it up and it's good to go. So as you guys can see, the first housing is off for the bulb. Basically there's a spring that connects from here to the headlight, which keeps it in place. And then just got to do the same thing on this side, which you can see right here. Let me get that to focus for you guys. So that just keeps the basically keeps the headlight in place. There's two screws, one here and then one down there onto the headlight. That basically just pops it off. And then at that point, it's really just mounting up the LED bar, wiring it in, and it's good to go. And for those of you asking, yes, I did get new wheels. These are Volk AV3s, pretty old school JDM wheels. They're pretty freaking massive. I'm very, very excited for these. The goal is eventually to powder coat them, the faces anyways. I'm not sure yet what color, because I do like the kind of bronze silvery color on the car. It really pops out. I was thinking maybe just going full chrome, but not sure yet. Guess we'll see. Leave your comments actually below what you guys think I should powder coat the faces of these wheels. I'll definitely think about a lot of the options, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have some cool ideas. What you think would flow better with the car, or even something crazy too, because I'm all for it. Hey, where we at?
Just getting the bracket set up.
All right, cool.
Okay, so pretty much brackets are ready. Now all we got to do is we got to trim. We got to take this connector off. There's a red with a striped line, a red line, and a black line. The solid red is your that's your high beam. This is your your low beams, and then you have your ground. So the low beam is really what we're going to be using, because we don't really.
Do these don't like offer high beam, so to speak, right? Like it doesn't have a setting for it.
It's just a generic setup, but you can pretty much run a high beam.
Yeah, dude, the LED bars are so bright, exactly.
So once we get, we can wait to do those first. Let's actually get these holes trimmed
out,
so that way we can fit them. And
Sweet.
Then once they're fitted, then we can trim them up, set them up, turn them on, make sure they work.
Sounds like a game plan.
And then mount them.
Let's get to it. Hi. Just kidding. What's up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of the vlog. Sorry about that. As we said yesterday while we were working on Aaron's Miata, we were having a customer come in. She is getting a full airlift install on her car along with 3P management. The goal today is to get the struts on, all the stock stuff off, and then eventually get all the airlines routed up. And yeah, so stay tuned and let us know what you think in the comments. So another thing that Airlift mentions in the install guide when you install their struts on this particular model is this has a sway bar that has a really long link you can see right here. And what they recommend doing is you can actually remove this. It won't cause any like damage or stability alteration. Eventually you can get adjustable ones, but because the car is going to be on air, they recommend just to remove it completely, especially if it's more of show application. Because obviously you can see this is too long, and when that bag, you know, comes down, it's going to just snap that. So that's the biggest thing they say to take off, and realistically it should be pretty straightforward. So okay, so got the stock strut off. The biggest thing that we had to realize to do in order to get this off, because this is sleeved, it basically goes into like a collar that locks it in place. You can see right here. What we had to do was drop the control arm down here to allow all of this to freely move. Because what's happening is every time you either bang down on the control arm to get the sleeve to come off and you still have it bolted up, it's basically just pogo sticking, if that makes sense. So if you just undo the bottom control arm here and let this move freely, and then you just kind of tap it down with the hammer lightly, this will just slide right off, and then you're good to go. It's 3 16 mil bolts on the bottom here, and then just on the top I believe it was a 21, and really that's it. All you gotta do is just slide off the brake lines and brake sensors and you're good to go. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Just got the rear set up. Just have to basically connect a couple things to keep everything from sagging down. Basically what you need to do is the bump stop here, get that to focus. The bump stop here needs to be cut about 15 millimeters to allow the bag to obviously decompress and let the car go, you know, of course low. And then after, there's an opening here which leads inside the trunk. You have to drill a hole, which then you can feed the airline to, and then automatically, as you can see, feeds up through right there. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side and then finish up the front and start wiring. All right, so we're back. Took a little lunch break. We are starting up the other side right now. Mike's actually about to get that bump stop cut. Roni and everybody else are helping. The whole gang's here. Hey, what'd you break? Oh, boy. Yeah, no, come on. But this is a nice Civic.
Now changing my alternator is taking a shit on me, so changing my alternator. I put a brand new OEM on. It's in the car somewhere. A new Gates
belt.
Well,
Nice.
and yeah.
This is the built motor, correct? Like the Frankenstein
Yes,
build?
sir, it is.
Okay. Cool.
Frankenstein build.
I always forget. I thought there was a lot of Nissan motors. Honda's freaking insane. They got like 6 versions of K-Series. Oh yeah. Cool.
Putting in work, man.
Hell yeah. And day 2 of the Audi Air Ride install. We have everything finally mounted on the car. Air lines are routed. Now we are going to be basically figuring out where everything is going to sit, tuck all the lines. That way the only thing visible is the management and the tank. And then someone here decided to bring the holy grail of just a crap ton of tools. And that's not even everything out yet, which is ridiculous. Yep, it's insane. What do we got here?
I got a couple tools.
And just a couple. It's quite literally insane. But, alright, stay tuned. What are you doing?
Taking off my front bumper.
Why?
Because I'm gonna print it.
You got a lip too, I see?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. What are your thoughts, sir?
Gangs.
Gangsta? Alright, I like that, I like that. When are we gonna get the car on the channel, man? Everybody's asking about it.
Shit, I don't know.
People ask?
Oh yeah. Gonna be sick.
You put nitrous on my shit?
No. Alright, little progress on the Audi. What's cool with Airlift is they actually send you a template of where the front strut bolts up to, because on the Audis, just like a lot of Euro cars, Volkswagen, stuff like that, you have the one big bolt in the center that holds in the strut. And what you have to do here, based off the instructions, is they send you a template. Let's see if it'll show you guys here in the pictures. Basically, when you remove the big center bolt here, you don't have studs, which these studs are for a strut bar, which we're not going to be utilizing, obviously. But as you can see here, you have to outline the template, drill the holes to where the strut mounts up to. Let's see if I can get the glare away. And then you see after that, that's what's going to allow the strut to sit. It's a bit of a scary process, but you got to do what you got to do, right? I'd say the scariest step to this, as I was saying earlier, is having to drill the holes for the templates because of the way this is set up stock, so to speak. So basically what you need to do is take like a hole punch. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you guys. Which is right here, a little dot there. You need to drill the 3 points for the strut to be able to come up, bolt down, and then you're good. And the good thing is, if your car does have a strut bar, you can drill out the 3 holes that are supposed to be for the bag into the strut bar, so it'll be here, and here, and here, and you'll still be able to obtain the strut and also the bag, well, the strut bar and the bag. So it's pretty tricky, but as long as you're careful with it and follow the instructions, which is quite odd for me to do because I never follow the instructions, you're easily able to get it done. And again, as long as you're careful, it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, little update. So everything is situated. The tank's going to be pushed back a little bit, sit flush with that line there. As you can see, everything is tucked up really, really nicely. The lines are all coming out of a really nice port right there. All that's left is power and ground for the compressor. Finish mounting the exhaust valve. And then, yeah. Alright guys, as you can see, obviously that's not bolted down yet, but everything works. Got our buddy Jeremy in the house helping us out. Want to give him a little preview of the car right now. One or? So far so good. Obviously we might have a couple small leaks here and there that we need to address, but as you can see, airing out and airing up works. Hit it up. There we go. Sweet. It is complete on the ground. The goal now is just to check everything, make sure there's no leaks, car runs and drives good. And as you can see, this looks pretty freaking cool in the sun. This color is very unique. Really glad how this came out. A little walk around. This interior is so badass. Looks like a baseball glove kinda. Classic Nardi wood grain. Very nice touch. Really, really like this color in the sun. Wow.